Dealing with sore joints or dry skin? Try All Balm. Our CBD topicals are fast absorbing, non-greasy, and smell amazing. Now available at 2U Wines in South Euclid. Sip, shop, and feel better naturally.
Hey y'all, and welcome. I wasn't expecting that. Welcome to another episode of the Pull-Up Experience. You guys are in for a treat.
Yes.
Woo! Listen, of course, you gotta be the regular schmegula, not your average agent, your girl Britt, but more importantly than us, we have a phenomenal guest today.
Yes.
The one and only Miss Stephanie, who is with Divorce Not Destroyed.
Come on.
And she is going to explain to us from the mental health, perspective of everything when it comes to going through divorce, when it comes to the healing process, everything in between, the ups and downs, the turnarounds. So welcome.
Thank you. Hello, I'm so glad to be here.
Yes, such a pleasure to have you.
It is an honor.
Thank you for pressing your way through, girl.
I did literally. Literally, it was a push.
Literally.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate you being on and whatnot. I know it was a long time coming, and you know what I'm saying? God ordained the interview. That's what I'm saying.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? God did his thing.
He did.
But we were grateful to have you. And I love how you took what would make most people want to stop. You kept going, you turned to purpose and whatnot. But we're gonna get into that.
Yes.
We're gonna get into that.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's start from the beginning. Like all journeys have a beginning, right?
Yeah.
So I gotta ask, are you Cleveland born and raised?
Yes, I'm actually Cleveland born and raised.
Okay.
Mount Sinai Hospital.
Okay.
Shut down. Okay. Local. That's
Local.
That's
Okay.
local.
Okay.
Okay. Grew up in Shaker Heights.
Okay.
Yep.
What is it? The
Graduate.
one in Sugar Heights?
Yeah. Shaker Raider.
Right.
03.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with it. Let's
Varsity
be
cheerleader. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I'm a real Raider.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. With that being said, were you the person that people would confide in, or was mental health always something that was inside of you, or something that you gradually gravitated to?
Yeah, it was both. So my senior year, I took an elective. They had psychology at Shaker senior year.
What?
How progressive is that? In
We don't know about
2003.
that.
Yeah.
Nothing about that.
Oh no, the guidance counselor. That was about it. That was about it.
But yeah, people just talked to me a lot, and I had a lot of early childhood trauma. So my mom was murdered when I was 11, and so our family. Thank you, I appreciate that. Our family had a lot of changes, so I saw like the manifestation of trauma differently in me and my siblings, my household, my grandma taking us in. So I was just always curious about it, and spending a lot of time in the beauty shop. To be honest with you, and I'm like, y'all really come here and tell this lady who doing out here all the business, and I was like, oh, they like this, they feel good. So my friend group always was talking to me about what they had going on. And I think I just wanted people to feel better. I wanted to feel better, and I wanted people to feel better and feel safe. Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Why do you think it is that we as a people find ourselves telling or feeling more comfortable sharing our stuff at the barbershop, at the beauty salon? Because I wonder what it is, though.
So interestingly enough, that's like my dream experience, is to make all barbershops, beauty shops therapeutically sound, because it is so important. It's so important to bring it to the people. And what I noticed growing up, and even now, it's really because you're in a state of relaxation and vulnerability and transformation.
Wow, all in one.
All in one. And then let's not even talk about the physical touch in your head.
Right.
The massaging. The massaging.
All up in your scalp.
All up in your scalp, in your crown. And the vulnerability of laying backwards in any kind of way, right? There's a lot of trust built into that. And with your image. You trust the people with the lineup. You trust the people with them curls. And your whole identity as a Black person is in your appearance a lot of the times at first glance. And so I think if you're vulnerable with that, then you don't even realize you're actually wide open.
Wide open. Wow.
Wide open.
Wow.
Come on now.
Good.
Shout out to the barbers and the beauty
Shout out, yes, come on.
beauticians.
Right.
Let's get some consultation going, because we got to do right by our people.
Yeah. But don't confuse the two, because they're not licensed.
No, that part. That part.
Good point.
Informed.
Very good point.
Trauma informed and aware, but definitely still go to therapy. It's so important. It's so important.
So okay, let's go back to your journey. So high school, college, and then we go to college. Do you continue on that path, or did you deviate from it and then get back on it? Like, how did that go?
I took a year off, so I went to Hampton University.
Okay.
So I went to Hampton, studied psychology and mental health research. So I actually worked with the National Institute of Mental Health, and they had a career opportunities and research program. So if you were involved in any kind of on-campus research, which I did a lot of research on the students around anxiety, so anxiety, testing anxiety in Black, male, and female students. Spent a lot of time there. Got waitlisted for my PhD at LSU. Was so hype, like, oh, I'm going to LSU for my PhD in clinical psychology. A month before graduation, they told me they accepted someone who already had a master's, and their research interests were aligned with the spot that was open.
Oh, wow.
But they waited so long because they were really debating on who I could do research with. Broke my heart.
I'm sure.
Broke my heart. I had to come back home. No plan. Dean's list, wait listed for a PhD program. Now I'm back in Cleveland, working actually at the pool down Cedar next to Target, like that. There's a community center. Yes, on Orthodox Jewish night where I was helping, making sure the women and the children, and this is what I was doing after all this time.
Wow. How did it make you feel?
Like a loser. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It made me feel like a loser.
Right.
I felt like a loser. I felt like a loser. That was hard for me. That was really, really hard because I didn't want to come back home. I had got into Kent and got into Hampton. Went to Hampton, was like, oh, bye. Like, see you. Came back home. It made me feel like a loser, but the humility of it was really good for me because then I got to work at Belfair JCB, a nonprofit, learned from the bottom up everything about mental health. And I mean, I was 22 years old, like cutting ropes off of little girls' necks trying to hang themselves in facilities.
Wow.
All the way to like helping with the first launch of sex trafficking intervention with the FBI mental health intersection in Cleveland as they started to see the route from Cleveland to Toledo and Detroit. And like I was right front and center in that. So I wouldn't change it because I would have missed all of that from my hometown, you know?
That makes sense.
Wow.
I'm getting all the hype. It's hype.
No.
I don't play about this.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
No, because I need y'all to get this, because I don't need y'all to get it on Tuesday, get it today.
Get it today.
Yeah, no,
on
absolutely.
today.
Right.
On this day.
So, this is a question I ask all our esteemed mental health professionals that we have on our podcast thus far. And I love it because shout out to Billy Gilliam, because she's the one who put the idea in my head. When it comes to any profession, but especially with mental health, there's the science, which is the knowledge of it all, right? But then there's the art, which is the heart of it all.
Yes.
The love for the people, the love for seeing them deal with, not deal with it, but heal through all that good stuff.
Yeah.
How do you resonate with that? Like, how do you get the knowledge, but then you also have the heart for the people? Like, how do you conflate the two?
It's been such an interesting journey. And I mean, it really starts with me being at the bottom of my career and having that humility myself. Then later going to John Carroll, getting my master's, getting my license, and all of that, right? So it's me seeing them as a person first. Like, not just the symptoms, not the story only, but how are you showing up in front of me right now in human form? Like, if I ran into you in the store. So it's about breaking through all of that stigma and realizing this is a child of God in front of me. This is a child of God. This is his precious metal. And why would I even have any type of scientific authority to see them in any other light? So I allow the language of science and patterns and all the theories to inform how I compartmentalize what I'm seeing, so I can give a language to it. But I just see them as a child of God in front of me that is troubled and needs to be freed.
Wow.
Just needs to be freed from that trouble, that circumstantial trouble, that trouble in their identity, that story that they put on them and wore on them. And how do I help them take those things off and use language and skills to restore and repair?
Okay, all right.
I'm sorry, thank you.
Oh, Brittany!
It's my turn.
It's her turn.
No, listen.
Thank you.
Well, listen, so, and I feel like it's incredible to be able to, like you said, it's one thing to study that, but for you to have the heart and the passion for it is another.
Yeah.
I think another layer to that though is sometimes, I know you said you also endured some childhood trauma yourself.
Oh yeah.
So throughout your journey, was that something that you also had to kind of sit down with someone and address as well, to be able to, you know, work on your inner self as well?
Oh yeah, I have not stopped going to therapy. So certain schools, so John Carroll really requires you to go to therapy.
Wow.
So when we start, and they don't say, hey, you will fail if you don't go.
Right.
It's just strongly suggested, especially when we start to get into group therapy classes. If you take family therapy classes, they're like, this could bring up stuff for you while you're with other students talking about real stuff. So I have always been in therapy. I just don't stop. My faith has always been my center, and that's therapy in itself for me too. Okay, prayer is therapy. Prayer is therapy. So I did that. I did that, and I'm still doing it, but I had to be aware even in session of how this work impacts the history of my mental health, hearing stories that are familiar to me, or you know, really experiencing someone's trauma right across from them. If it's virtual or not, because I am a virtual practice, but vicarious trauma is the term, and it's when you experience trauma by way of witnessing or navigating someone else's trauma. And then if I have my own trauma, that's compounded trauma. Bottom line, my self-awareness has been skyrocketed, because if I'm in session and recognizing that my body is responding to what is being said, I have to start self-regulating silently in the moment and come back to them.
I'm sorry, because I know my daughter gonna watch this, and she's gonna start saying compound trauma. She's gonna start using words, and like, you know, because she's I love her. She's 14. She's saying stuff like boundaries. She's saying stuff like that. I got to self-regulate, but she says like I have to be more self-aware about what's going on inside of me.
Yes.
She's 14.
That's good.
Brilliant.
Right.
Aggressive. Hallelujah.
It's making me like I gotta work on me some more, and Daddy gotta work on themselves some more. With that being said, we live in an age where, you know, there are trigger words that everyone just happens to use now.
Oh my God.
You know,
It's like slang.
yeah. I'm like, if another girl say something about some, what's the word that everybody uses? Oh my
narcissist.
God. Yes.
Overused.
Overused.
Oh my gosh.
Overused.
Right.
And as you being a professional, like, do you address that to the person? Like, you like, no, you're not narcissist, okay? You know, because someone come to your office probably like, I'm a narcissist to the fullest bar. I've been told I'm narcissist 5 times a day.
Yeah.
And like, you're like, you're not even close to whatnot. How do you help the people understand the difference between just using the word out of actual usage or out of just using it as a weapon?
Yeah, you know, we have to get away from labels. It's really lazy, honestly. It's really just like, it's saying narcissist to describe an experience you had. It's just like saying WYA instead of where you at. Like, it's like, why are you slanging this all the time, right? Like, so we're slanging these terms, and it's making us lose sight of being people.
Come on now.
Just being people. So I have worked really hard in my practice and even in my personal life, because I was slanging narcissists. Don't get it twisted, okay? Some of them were narcissists. Okay?
For sure. Through.
Wait, time out, because Brittany's like, what's narcissist? She's like, what is it?
She's side-eyed.
What is the definition or the clinical definition of narcissist? Just so everyone knows.
That's a good point.
That is. So it's a personality disorder, right? So there's a collection of behaviors that warrant this personality disorder, which really speaks to like very aggressive at times, not always, coping maladaptively in relationships, so power and control dynamics. Self-centered power and control. But they have trauma too. So you want to look at a narcissist as someone who has untreated trauma, and however this is the best way to describe it, because I don't want to like DSM-5 you in that way, because I don't even want you to use the term. So the way that I define it now, based on the DSM-5, is a person experiences trauma untreated. However they navigated that trauma in a power and control regulation, how they manage their insecurity, how they manage not being able to interact in intimate relationships in a healthy way, needing to be the center focus all the time at all costs, right? That then manifests into their personality, because these behaviors have been rehearsed without being interrupted. Now it becomes their personality because it's how they function, right?
Wow.
So if you're someone who got hot sauce in your bag, right? Okay, right? Think about it simple like that. Then you're country, right? So it's like you country now because you got hot sauce in your bag. Well, you could also just get hot sauce at the restaurant, and you can identify with spicy flavors. Would that be country? Because Indians have real hot food, and they not from the South.
Good point. That's a
Question.
good point.
Because, all right, and humor me with
Does
this.
that make sense?
No, it makes perfect sense.
Okay.
Perfect sense. At some stage or another in our lives, we can be narcissistic. And I by that definition, I don't lie to you.
And there's a lot more. Because there's a certain amount of clusters that you have to hit.
I was gonna say, I think at one time I'm like, shit. I might be narcissistic a little bit, you know, just narcissistic a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. And I'm about to say, and now that I'm grown, I've healed, I've been in therapy or whatnot.
Yeah.
I can say I've gotten, I've become aware of those things. But how can I say this? How can we help those around us that who don't want to accept that they might have those tendencies or whatnot?
Yeah, empathy, understanding, and that's hard. And boundaries. Don't get it twisted now, because the level of awareness can be limited if you have functioned this way your whole life. So it's like, am I wrong or are y'all wrong?
Right.
Ooh. So it's y'all. Right? And
so,
so, but that person is trapped. Like, if you really think about it, that person is trapped. And I still work on this too, because I navigate people who have a lot of personality traits that align, right, with some darkness, and boundaries, and constant forgiveness, and really just having your own self-respect and modeling healthy, respectful behavior can change anyone. And ultimately, put them on altar. Like, you gotta pray for these people. Because, I mean, how deep we want to go? Because mental health is really a manifestation of darkness and a lot of demonic battles and spiritual warfare that we've learned to use the language of mental health, and then we defined it. But then when we do that and we're calling that person a narcissist, we're making them snuggle with a demon. So how can they ever break free?
Yeah. Shoot. Oh, we got that twice for that. Y'all taking notes or whatnot?
Right.
That's deep.
Well, when it comes to,
I'm like, we can pause.
Listen.
Let me take a sip, because I'm like, oh Lord Jesus.
Right. Take a lot out of you when you're giving all this wisdom, and understanding.
No, that's real.
But I'm sure for not only myself, but those that are watching and listening, we also want to know, can't help but know that you have your divorce not destroyed.
This is my baby.
So I would love to hear in regards to your journey. You once upon a time you find love.
Yeah.
It was not, that's to be determined. But you found love at one point, and of course, unfortunately, it ended the way that it ended.
Yeah.
Can you walk us through what all goes into that, because it's a very painful thing. I like to feel as us all being divorcees at this point
and we did not know that.
We did not. We found this out today, y'all. That we are all divorcees.
Wow.
But healed divorcees. That's the difference. Okay, that's the difference. So just going through that pain, because I know that and Brandon, I know you can attest to this, and I'm sure you can too.
Yeah.
Devastating. When I tell you, like, life-changing, life blow.
Yeah.
That was probably the hardest thing I ever went through. That was worse than childbirth.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And I had a natural birth.
Yes. It was.
Wow.
Yeah. My second one was too.
Way worse.
Yes.
Way worse
than that.
Wow.
Because the physical can heal, but that mental,
that's
that
real.
emotional,
who
that do something.
That's
and
real.
that relational.
Yeah.
Like, especially if you have kids.
For sure. Yep. The family dynamic, everything is now been, dismantled. So tell us about,
Yeah. So this is the first time I'm really talking about it. So pull up.
Come on now.
It was difficult. It was difficult reaching the conclusion to divorce.
Yes.
So no matter how toxic things got in that relationship and ways in which I need to take responsibility, have taken responsibility, and ways in which he has had to take responsibility and needed to take responsibility, it was hard even reaching the conclusion, you know, because when you get in a cycle of fighting and a cycle and like a baseline of toxicity that is functional, and you call it family, and you call it love, and you call it fighting, fighting to keep this family together, because your own familiar culture can be toxic too, and relationships you've seen, but you want marriage to last, you want family to last, and that's not getting to whole is divorce a sin? And you know, am I disappointing God? Am I disappointing God in this, breaking this covenant, right? And so you go down that rabbit hole. So reaching the conclusion of divorce was difficult in itself. And then moving forward with it without even having an awareness of should we have even gotten married in the first place? Right? Because once you get to that point where, hey, I'm getting a divorce, now that we're divorced, this is why we got a divorce. And at that point, it was never, should we have even gotten married, right? And so that gap in healing, right, within yourself, and you're just making decisions out of survival mode, you miss an opportunity right there to have a level of acceptance that we were out of alignment, and maybe this transition is realignment.
I had it 3 times. Because oh my, no, that's real.
It's rough.
Yeah.
Like it's rough. It's rough. It's rough.
It really is.
So that was that, and then having a kid, right? So now I'm looking at my son like, he hates me. Like I did this, right? I did this. It was very dramatic. It was very unhealed in how the divorce was carried out and how we transitioned. And my son's heart was broken because we were very enmeshed. Like no matter what we were relationally, that family, the 3 of us, like, okay, like glue, okay? And so his heart was broke. And in the consideration I had, I was thinking about the future. Like, how do I want my son to see me as a woman?
Yeah, that's
Ooh.
How do, like, that was the question. Like, what am I showing my son about my womanhood outside of being his mother?
Wow.
How healthy am I as a woman? What is his father able to show him in his identity as a man in this state?
Wow.
And what will the grown man that my son be say about the grown man daddy and the grown man mama?
Wow.
And this grown man relationship? And what does that mean for my grandchildren?
oof, generational.
Time out, Stephanie. Oh, this I gotta.
Right.
I never thought about that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I never thought about that.
Destroyed.
No, that who?
This is what it's about.
I think it might be on stage one. I didn't get a stage too.
Listen, you
I
right.
never thought about that. Wow.
But you don't have to, and that's what Divorce Not Destroy the community is about in the master class / therapeutic group / it's about to be bigger than I can even really put into words right now, because the downloads that God have given me, he just flooded me, and I'm just like trying to walk in the obedience, right? So this has not been easy to like say, hey, I'm about to talk about this divorce. And a lot of people tell me like, why are you even calling yourself a divorcee? Or why are you speaking to this? And it's such a secret, like scarlet letter sometimes. And I'm like, cause it's who I am. I was married and I'm divorced, and a divorced single is not a single.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow.
That's true.
It's a different population. But that's what it's about, because we're not even aware of the stages in healing that we have gone through or not, because in life you don't really have to. Especially men.
It's still be
no offense, granted.
No.
Men, you don't. You
still,
can get remarried. You can move forward. You can adjust, because people who love you will adjust to where you are in your healing. And healing inside of love is not the same healing independently.
I'm sorry, time out, Steph. You were blowing my mind right now. I gotta take a minute. I gotta take all that, because no, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, because I know. Shout out to my therapist and whatnot. That was my thing. I kept moving. I go from trauma to trauma and keep it moving, because I don't have time. I don't want to take time to relishing the grief. I don't have time to relish in the things ended or whatnot. I was like, the realness of it all. This how this podcast started was out of
really
the divorce. Oh yeah,
I
was
had no idea.
Oh yeah,
Look, this is really ordained. Like y'all,
Yeah,
so y'all knew the whole story. Okay, I see. Welcome.
No.
Beep. No, this might be.
Welcome to the
Beep.
show.
no, it was real. And I remember because I'll never forget. She was like, after I got divorced, she was like, say, how do you feel about it? And I'm like, I still feel the same or whatnot.
Yeah.
So it wasn't the accolade, it wasn't a compliment. It was just I was running away from the feelings.
Yeah.
And not taking it all in. And you're right, we can function. We just keep moving.
Yeah.
Just keep moving.
Yeah.
And don't be a high functioning man, because then you just really going and whatnot. Because I refuse to be sad. I refuse to be in grief. Mm-hmm. And I'd say I'm gonna use the energy to put it towards something, but then it doesn't go anywhere. It's still there.
No, it's actually chasing you.
And
it passes you by, and it meets you where you're going.
Meets you right
and
where
then
you're going.
Brick wall.
And he's so crazy because I never my ex, I'll never forget. I was actually in the parking lot over there where we used to have the podcast, and we had got grabbed her and she had went home and she had called me. She said, "Well, yeah, I'm just in the parking lot of where we were at or whatnot."
Yeah.
And like I want to go home to an empty house,
Jesus.
and that's a lot of things men don't talk about. I was like, I'd rather keep busy. I'd rather, I'm like, let's keep going. She's like, no, I gotta go to work in the morning. He's left and I'm just in the parking lot. I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I'd rather be here in my car than to be home of what used to be where my family was or whatnot, or where, and all that good stuff or whatnot. So I want to encourage any man, if you are divorced, and don't run from the pain of it all. Don't run from the grief. Don't run from the what used to be,
Yeah.
So
Because, and if you really just change the perspective, like, not running from something, but walking towards your destiny.
Come on now.
So it's all about perspective. It's all about perspective, right? And so you don't want to shame or condemn yourself if you feel like you were running, because once life slowed you down, then you're really walking towards your destiny, and that way nothing is running behind you. And so it's just about increasing that awareness, really being honest about where the gaps in healing is, and how is the pain showing up and manifesting in other areas of love and peace and relationships, and choosing to want to maximize love, maximize bonding, maximize relationships. And that takes constant healing. Like, I'm not healed. I'm just forever healing. I'm forever healing.
Forever healing. I like that title.
Yeah, that's not right.
Forever healing. Forever healing.
So let me ask you this then, because I was reading statistics was saying that COVID was the marriage killer. Like we see more divorces during COVID than we've seen. I think we've seen the last century or something. It was some crazy statistics or whatnot. With that being said, because I got divorced during COVID, I don't know when you got divorced.
I did as well.
Yeah. So would that be?
So I got divorced in 2019.
See?
But then COVID was like,
It was
let's try, and then we made like a final cut in COVID.
So with that being said, would you see an uptick in divorce? Because they were saying like since then marriages is going down, and they have not seen a resurgence of it all. So with that being said, are you seeing an uptick in divorcees or people who want to get divorced? And then what do you say to those who think they want to get divorced but they don't want to get divorced? Like how does a person decide they want to get divorced? What do you think are the parameters someone to say, all right, this is when I need to say it's over with?
Yeah, I don't have that. I don't have those answers. Only because it's all about the self-discovery and who you are and how you identify in your marriage, right? And so it's so interesting. People who have been reaching out about Divorce Not Destroy, they're like, they want these concrete answers. And I'm like, no, it's really a safe space to self-discover and have a level of acceptance. Like, there are no concrete answers. And so your level of self-awareness and honesty in your identity and your desires of your heart, the things you're afraid to desire, so you lie about wanting them, those things, that's what the space is for, because that level of honesty and vulnerability will free you from any blockage that is making you compartmentalize and quantify what leads up to divorce. It's a bottom line. Either you're aligned and within God's will, or you're out of alignment and you're outside of God's will. And how do you want to live? And where will you get blessed? Where will you get blessed the most?
That's good.
Because if you married to the wrong person and you married to the wrong person, I'm married to the wrong person, then that means our husbands and wives are somewhere waiting for us. Mm-hmm. And so in their like pause, right, while we're still out of alignment, then what will keep them having hope, right? So we have to walk towards our destiny. Everyone has to walk towards our destiny. But if I'm running over here because I want to quantify and I want to have this lifestyle of the world or what I've dreamt and not being honest about what I need as I get to know myself, then you're slowing down everybody's stuff. Everybody is slowed down. Because he makes it work out for the greater good of all.
Come on now.
Those who love the Lord and are called according to his purpose.
Romans 8:28, that was my scripture that I used to say to myself at times when I would feel overwhelmed and whatnot. Yeah. And shout out to my boy Daz. Everybody knows the story and whatnot. It's real. Because when I was divorced, you had the, like, and love what you're doing because there wasn't a divorce a group like that. It was none.
No.
And unfortunately, my friends were not it. My family was not it, right?
Yeah.
So
they're probably the worst ones.
They tried. They
tried.
But they yes.
Yeah.
But it's not their role.
It's not the role. And thank God, because I really prayed God, said, God, put some of my life is going to help me this time because it's not easy.
Yeah.
And shout out to my brother Daz because listen, it was some hard times. It really was. And we would recite. I remember one day I was in the middle of work. I was in the middle of produce crying my eyes out. Yeah. And I went to the bathroom and he literally just listened to me, do my little cry one time. And we just recited Romans 8:28 over and over again, right?
Yeah.
Until I felt better, right? But the reason why I say that is because you need groups like yours to help you in those times because you cannot do it your own.
Yeah.
You might try to do your own right, but why?
Yeah.
And God has groups like these to help you through those times.
And we need community.
Come on now.
I didn't know y'all was divorced. I would have been in y'all DM. But it's because these are not people that we don't love.
Yeah.
That's a lie, right? These are not people that we didn't think it was gonna work out with. We procreated with these people. These people gonna be at our grandchildren's baby showers. Know how long that is? That person's in your life forever. So how do you say no to forever when there's still a forced yes to forever?
Come on now, Stephanie with the gems today.
Yes, I know.
It's like a yes, no. It's like a yes, but not like this. It's a yes, but not like this.
Not like this.
That needs community.
It does.
That needs community because no matter how far we go, you won't in your healing, you don't realize the damage, right, that divorce has done on your heart, on your trust, on your identity, on you in relation to love until you're in love again.
Yeah.
Until you're ready to commit again, right? Until you're dating and you realize that you're prescribing things to that person based on patterns instead of discovering that person. So then every experience is an assessment and not you being present because you got all this data from relationships. No. Be present with that person and discover. And I've been divorced 6 years. I haven't been in a serious relationship because I've been over there like, and I walk through the stages, and it's stages of grief. It's a death. Divorce is a form of death.
It is.
Wow.
It's you die in your identity, your family dies, that relationship dies, that hope dies, love dies, definitions of things die. So when I'm looking around, I'm like, that look like it could be dead. That looks sick. That looks sick. And I have to take a step back, like, no, let me self-discover so that when I'm present with others, I can discover them and I will allow them to discover me.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Knowing that all of it is valuable. Every heartache, every love, every connection, every redirection is valuable because it allows me to learn me.
Yep. Absolutely.
And if I could be a vessel for that person to learn them too, then why not?
No, why not? Ooh,
then why not?
That's awesome.
And that's giving a whole different perspective divorce too. Because when you look at it that lens, Listen.
No.
Yeah, that's what you talking about that too. Yeah, somebody and then mentally mangle or whatnot. Like you, yeah.
It's all over. I don't know. Pick one, y'all. Pick one. Pick
No,
one.
right. I think we
Just heal.
You're right. I was going to say it sounds like it's all leads back to healing.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
No.
And at what point in your healing process did you discover your baby? Because a lot, like you said, your podcast created, pain, created your purpose.
Yeah.
Pain for me created my purpose
Wow.
as well. But when did you discover, like, okay, Lord, why did I go through all of what I went through? And to later find out, like, oh, it was for this reason, right?
Yeah. So it's so interesting because I kept hiding it. I kept hiding it behind the curtain of like the private practice, prospective liaison, clinical consultation engagement group, PLCCEG. So that is my mental health like practice. And my clients that kept coming to me were couples or divorcees.
Wow.
And I'm like, Lord, really? Like, all right. I said black women, Lord, not all just divorcees, these relationships, now your husband involved, now your baby daddy in the session. And I'm like, okay, all right. Jesus,
Right.
this your session. Okay. No, but I always loved it. I do well at it, really well at it. But I think when I stopped being ashamed, I stopped being ashamed. And it wasn't that I was ashamed that I got divorced. I was more so ashamed that I broke my son's heart, and then how do I have a platform that elevates his heartbreak?
Wow.
Like, I gotta make sure he's good. So I always knew like, hey, I gotta do something with this, because people who are transitioning out of relationships are struggling. And I kept kind of disguising it like, oh, this is about transitions, or this is about healing from heartache. And God was like, it's about divorce. Divorce. And I'm like, gee,
Make it plain, huh?
hello? Is that you, Lord?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not ready. I just kept putting it off because I wanted to make sure my son was in a good place. We are in a blended family. Like, how is this going to affect everybody? And then God was just like, just go. Just do it. Just do it and be true to you. Be true to you in it. So when I was able to take some accountability of self,
You got to.
and some acceptance that this experience transformed how I see the world, and that it's okay, and God's not mad at me, like God's not mad at me. I was just like, let's go.
Yeah.
So I can't pinpoint a time frame.
Okay.
Because it's just been ongoing and more so avoidance for a while. And then I think one day I was literally on Fiverr and I was like, I want a broken heart with the red filling in the cracks, because that's the blood of Jesus.
I need a break to just take care of me. And I love how Febrez's Soothe and Restore sets the mood perfectly with relaxing notes of warm whipped sugar and shea butter. And now I'm ready to relax and unwind.
And I wanted, restoration is inevitable.
Yeah.
Divorce not destroyed. Restoration is inevitable.
Wow.
Like, that's gonna happen.
That's
That's
a
right.
great name.
That is.
Thank you.
Because like a lot of people don't know is life after divorce. Like
It's-
So much life,
Yeah.
rich, full, like
Beautiful
single,
life.
remarried, or not, or in love. Like it's rich because you have so much experience, so much practice with discovering who you are, so much pain, and with that level of pain, you have a different capacity for love too.
Beautiful. Listen, you sound like you might be leaning towards like a book at some point. I'm feeling
Okay.
like author is like in your future.
So let's talk about how the Lord is giving you discernment, because Divorce Not Destroyed is a podcast with no episodes.
Come on. Wait, time out. We gotta hit that up.
We gotta change that.
We gotta change that. We gotta change that.
Girl,
Look.
Yes.
Brandon. So, but really, because I was like, you know what I learned about podcasts? Transcribe. And I'm like, I gotta be careful about how I want to do these episodes or how I want it to be produced, because that it will be the book.
Okay.
Divorce Not Destroyed, Restoration Inevitable is a book that will be by way of conversations.
Absolutely. Well, look at God.
Yeah, look at God, because you just gave me another confirmation.
Yes, honey.
Yeah.
That's all that kept going through my mind. I'm like, this would be a book. That would be a great
Yeah,
chapter.
no, absolutely. Because like I know a lot of people who unfortunately, not saying unfortunately, let me say that. Sorry, Lord. That think they have to stay married in order to keep going.
Jesus.
They don't want the
I think
stigma
we
of divorce.
all went through that.
Oh yeah, I definitely want that. I think I
battled
stayed
that so
married
long.
longer. I stayed married longer. Not saying I was supposed to, but I could have been divorced a whole lot sooner. And I think I should have.
And I knew I should have. Yep.
Yeah, and I knew I should have, but I was like, I don't want my kids to experience divorce because I'm child divorced, and I knew what it did to us as kids. I'm like, I don't want my kids to deal with that, right?
Wow.
But in the end, I was like, maybe that wasn't the best because they seen something they probably should have seen because we were just trying to force something that wasn't there.
And you know what that's doing? You know what that's doing that we all did?
What's that?
Playing God.
Ooh.
Well,
Playing God.
Mm.
When you say, I don't want this person to experience, I don't want this child to experience, who is you?
we trying to.
Who am I? Who am I? Who are you?
Yeah.
Right.
Because the reality is what I know for sure, and I don't know if my ex-husband gonna watch this or not, we probably would be a lot closer as friends if we didn't drag ourselves through that. And so that healing and acceptance and his healing and his peace and his household's peace and continued growth is still on the altar for me, because I know if we would have just stayed in baby daddy, baby mama mode, we probably would be tight. Because we would be, and I'm like, this is what you get for playing God. You know what's wrong with you playing God? You mess up all the pieces on the board. This is us playing chess on God's word. What is this? Is this a kink? Is this a queen?
Right.
What is this?
What are we doing?
Wow.
What am I doing?
Wow. No,
So, stop playing God.
Yeah.
I love the
That's
way
good.
you are making the perspective of divorce, not because, like I said, it's a stigma.
Yeah.
And like no one wants
bitter
to,
stigma.
a bigger stigma.
Yeah.
I remember
Everybody
I'll be
bitter.
dating. I'm like, so what are you? I'm like, I'm divorced. You know. Right. You don't want to hear that because then automatically, and then I don't know what, I don't know if y'all ladies experience, but for some odd reason, women's assume it's the man's fault that you got that divorce happened and whatnot. I'm like, what? No, like
When it's no one's fault.
right.
Right. And it takes two.
It takes
really
two.
do
Yeah.
take two.
It does. It's no one's fault.
Yeah.
It's no one's fault. But I wasn't always able to say that.
Me either.
Let's be clear.
Me either.
Come on, tell it, Stephanie.
We here now. we wearing the shirt, so I can't. I want y'all to trust me. I'm not above this. I'm in it. I'm just through it and got the language, you know. But I'm with everyone in this community.
Yeah.
That y'all gonna join, right?
Oh, for
Come
sure.
on.
I'm emailing y'all the registration
Yes,
link.
ma'am.
Y'all gonna master class because y'all could be trainers eventually and like master
that
classes.
would be
Brittany's like, well,
I wouldn't mind actually.
Look,
I need somebody for this.
I was telling them what not to do.
Yeah. No.
What
But
not to do.
life gives you the lessons. So
Yeah.
yeah. But
I'm like, don't do this, brother. Definitely don't do
oh
this.
my goodness.
Don't do that.
But it's just
Do not.
you know, we have to break the stigma by being real.
Yeah.
Please.
That it beyond divorce, we be out of alignment sometimes. And so marriage is not above that, right? And so this idea to stay married or get divorced or how, it really comes down to who are you? And who were you when you made these decisions? And from what posture did you make these decisions?
Come on now.
And what's your posture now? You know, so can we both sit at this table, husband and wife, and get to know each other again and restore, or get to know each other and accept that this wasn't our business. We was minding the Lord's business. And he needs to ordain this union. And that's not a stamp after we decide. That is a journey he walks you through and to.
Yeah. That's good.
We'd be like, Lord, stamp this. And he'd be like, well, so I want you to walk here where you're on stamped, verified, certified ground.
Yeah.
And it all will work out. But we're just so quick to rush and control and be like in God's role and have fear-based decision makings and these bonds that are trauma induced and just so enmeshed that we don't realize that we don't even know who we are.
And that is the realest thing ever.
For sure.
Because I remember, one of the things I had to reconcile was the fact that I'm no longer a husband. And then my ex-wife, she moved to Atlanta with the kids, so I went to see the kids during the summer. So I'm a father, but I'm not a father as all that I'd like to be. So like, how do I reconcile the fact that those things that I identify myself as are no longer here? Like, what's left of who I am now? Right. So I have to re-identify who I am and recognize I'm a child of God, first of all. And what does that actually mean? And do I lay on that identity versus the identity that I took upon myself to identify with?
Your will or his will.
Come on now.
And I think we got to be careful with like, what is my identity, as if it's something that you can just pick, right? You know, like, is my identity Merlot's Chardonnay or, you know, Sauvignon Blanc? Like, is it picked? Like, do I pick? No, we're discovering our identity all the time, because we have input in life every day. Every day is a new life. So if every day there's new input, then there's going to be a shift in the output. And output is identity. The input is experience. The output is an informed identity based on those experiences. So you have to discover your identity instead of trying to define it, because then that limits you. And in limitation, there's always going to be compromise and chaos. You might as well lay in the casket. You might as well be like, I'm gonna head out.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And not a play on suicide or anything, but like being the living dead. Like that level of control is living as the dead, because life is constantly moving. So if you're in motion and you're flowing in the wave, when we were talking about going with the wave, think about being in an ocean. If you just try to stand there and the wave is going, what's going to happen? What is really going to happen to you?
I hope this ain't going off y'all head.
Right.
Where those come from?
Right.
Yeah. Play it back.
Bring it back in.
Right.
Let it hit your head a little bit, and come back to it if you need to.
And have your own discernment. You know, like whatever we're saying or I'm saying, put that on the altar and pray about it as a believer, because at the end of the day, the message is going to come to you the way that the message needs to come to you about you. And so do not try to discover what I'm saying or who I'm saying it to. Discover and discern what you're hearing and why.
That's good.
And I
Minister
love you.
Stephanie.
Right.
So, I know today was Sunday today, Stephanie.
It's Sunday every day.
Amen. Let the church say
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, it's mental health, vulnerability, divorce, healing. Where else do you land? You either land at God or you land in man-made constructs that are rooted in power and control. I'm trying to be up. I don't want a limitation.
You are asking my question because I'm asking this guy hit you up like, what's going on, Stephanie? He was like, no. Like I'm talking, no.
Listen,
I already know.
Listen, I am just a vessel figuring it out every day, making mistakes and learning. And I think what makes me successful is that I submit to the Lord and I surrender my will every day. It's not a one-time thing, because I be like, but I want to do this. I want it. Yeah. Like this is with me and my will. Like, are you sure, Lord? Right. But I submit and I surrender, and that gives me the success, because I really try to make that decision every day. Even today, when I had troubles with my car, I could have tried to control the situation, but I was like, you know what? I guess I was supposed to push through, and I gotta do that today, because I'm gonna go with the flow. I'm gonna go with the flow and accept the currents, because fighting against the current is gonna have me drown.
Yep. Every time.
Come on now.
Every time.
So yeah.
It's okay. We be here all night talking about
We
this.
sure.
I
know.
know.
I love it. It's gonna have to have her on my podcast. We can go. We can go deeper in this.
No, yeah, we do. We know. We gotta do part 2.
I know. I'm like, okay, are we? I'm like, okay, do we hit? We flowing, and I'm grateful. That's what you pull up for.
Come on now.
That's right.
But I do want to talk about the other works you have going on too.
Okay.
Because I want to talk about Missy Mango. Shout out to Pastor Kyle.
Yeah, shout out to Kyle.
Yeah.
And the conference is coming up too.
Yeah, let's talk about it, because you multifaceted, madam.
Yeah, so I'm on staff with Mentally Mango with Kyle as the therapist. And he was on here too, right? Yeah. And so
Angel too.
I love Angel.
Come on, shout out to Angel. Angel's 2-timer, 3-timer.
And to be honest, they really inspired me. because being in the mentally mangled space and the intersection of faith and mental health really just gave me a safe space to be like, this is how I am in my sessions. You know, like I have gone from agency work to government work to corporate work. I've been in every sector of mental health, nonprofit, government at juvenile court, Cuyahoga County, community-based, inpatient-based. Yeah. And now I'm in corporate America right now, and we can't really speak on that. But, and that's a different beast in itself too.
I was going to ask you that too. I was going to ask you what the difference between those different sectors too.
Where the money cometh.
Okay.
So make it plain.
Look. Hey.
Where the money cometh and where the money goeth.
Okay. All right.
That's what it is. And it's no shade to that. People are trying to do their best to help individuals, and that's period dot. However, mentally mangled, the intersection of faith and mental health is so significant because you do reach that point in every session, in every moment, and in divorce especially, you know, in divorce especially. And so I help consult different projects that they have going on, making sure that the mental health piece is really, you know, clean cut and also is in layman's terms for the people, you know what I mean? For the church folk. So we do go out. I partner with Kyle and Angel and Dr. Matthews, Pastor Matthews, and we go out to different churches to increase their awareness around trauma and mental health showing up in the congregation.
That's good. Much needed.
Without the absence of faith, right? But also without the absence of mental health. And so that's Kyle's thing. That's Kyle's baby. And so I think once watching him like dive into it, I was like, I gotta stop avoiding this need to land on divorce as a subgroup because people are just getting remarried and getting divorced. And people are just bouncing around in this singleness, creating a list of soul ties and like misinforming other people about healing and about what it means to surrender versus power and control. There's just a lot of misinformation out here, and that's a vulnerable population. That's a vulnerable population to have misinformation. And so when I saw like, wow, Kyle, you know, the church is so important to balance faith and mental health, and I'm like, I have to highlight the divorced population because we just deal with it alone.
And then those who were in church and divorced, like that's a whole other sub. I feel like culture within that.
Oh, I hadn't even talked to Kyle about it at all, but it is because the pressure to remarry and the stigma around showing up without that man. And if y'all end up at the same church again,
listen.
And then when
I leave my church. I ain't gonna lie to you, because what overwhelmingly got me was the question that, where your wife at? You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right. And to be honest, she was like, the shame and the question, I'm like, all right, let's go to a whole nother church.
Wow.
You know? I got tired of it all.
Yeah.
You know? And I was saying like that's another group in the group.
Yeah, it is.
And like you said, the pressure, because it really is pressure. You like, I still got fired. I still got fired down. What the pastor say? Got the fire down within or whatnot.
Yeah.
You know, you don't be burning. You're earning the burn. We say you're earning the burn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you don't want to make that mistake. You like I said, you want to keep going through the same mistake. Also, because you haven't healed yet.
Yeah.
Right.
And also just when are they highlighting divorcees who want to remarry in church? It's almost like they skip us, like, that's a bad fruit. Now let's get these young ones married. Let's get these young ones married. Right? Y'all do better than them. Now them, I don't know about them. And I'd be like, okay, like, I guess I don't need to be in the singles ministry, so where do I belong?
Wow.
Right? If you're not targeting us in the singles ministry and we're not in the marriage ministry, what ministry do we have?
Wow.
That's why Divorce Not Destroy is more than just a therapeutic group. I launched it as that for sensitivity and seeing like what people will want to experience and for flexibility and for me surrendering control. Like, all right, God, step one, now let the people inform, because it's a ministry that is untapped into. It's a group that's not tapped into. People are even ashamed to register and they want like private sessions, and I'm like, no, it's a group format on purpose because we need a community that is going to last and be at each other's weddings and like making sure we know like you're not alone in it. You're not alone. And it doesn't matter how long you've been divorced.
Mm-hmm.
That pain can show up, and it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I love that. And like the fact you're creating community around it. Like community is so essential, and I love that we're in an age where community. You like if you look, there's a community for it.
Yeah.
And like I said, I didn't know it was till today. But so shout out to you, madam.
It's a new baby. It's an infant.
No, but listen, it's an essential baby.
Somewhere. That's right.
Essential baby.
I'm grateful because I couldn't just hide behind just mental health, and it's not hiding. It's more so like I'm passionate about mental health. I'm passionate about individual and family therapy. But when I'm sitting there constantly seeing the pain of divorce show up in session and then not have no awareness of it, but you didn't come to therapy for that, and you didn't tell me about it at intake, so we discover it later. I said, this is why God was clear. You have to say divorced in this. Because I was ashamed, like, people are not going to do this if I call this divorce not destroyed. They're going to be like, what?
Like a real ambiguous term, like,
Yeah, like transition.
right.
Or experiencing relational change.
Yeah, wow.
No, I'm divorced.
Make it plain.
I was married, I got divorced. This is a big deal. This is a big deal.
Make it plain.
Make it plain. And the
good.
people will come when they're ready, and I'll always be there. I'll be there.
Come on.
So I'm grateful.
Okay, we talk about the past, the present, and we kind of alluded to the future, but let's talk about other future projects you have coming up that we can enjoy or be a part of also.
Yeah. So, I don't want to really release too much right now because there could be some changes. So I'll say that. So I would say on paper, Mentally Mangled Conference, right? On paper, Divorce Not Destroyed on all platforms as podcasts.
Okay.
First episode will be dropping soon. Okay. First
episode,
cohort.
I gotta come out now.
Yeah, you said it right.
You said it.
That's the thing about it.
Brittany and Brandon will be joining the Divorce Not Destroyed.
Come on now.
So that'll be
there.
No, so the first cohort will launch in June, right?
Okay.
And so it's the second and fourth Wednesday evenings Zoom. So once we see how many folks are going to go through the 4-session courses, there will be graduation parties / events.
Oh, wow.
That will be very it should come for July, so I don't know yet because it just depends on the cohort and how we go, but those will be live broadcasting of the podcast. So when you graduate a cohort, you come on the podcast, and it's a hangout too, a celebration, not like a cheesy situation, but like you're coming out public as like, I am divorced. I went through these stages of the program, and we're gonna enjoy. So I'm looking forward to that July or August, depending on the flow. And then also, I have another co-therapist. We are looking at, I think we said June, but we are still trying to find a venue. So let me know for when therapists link up. So this will be a brunch where we have kind of an intimate networking for licensed therapists to link up and really just making sure that we are.
You know a couple.
Yeah.
And no, time out. I want everyone else because Stephanie's supposed to be on that panel we had for the back there.
I had a wedding.
And literally.
I was so sad.
Yeah, literally.
I was thinking you would have been perfect.
Yep. She was supposed to be there. She was supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying?
Was. And then I think it was like when the date, because you had a date, then the date. There was a switch, and that was my real good friend's wedding. And I was trying to, like, can I get on the panel, like, and then run to the wedding? But she was in Lakewood. Y'all were over here. I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, but we are looking at when therapists link up. I got a confirmation meeting, like in a couple of weeks, to try to make sure we have a good venue. But it's going to be intimate, and that'll be a quarterly situation, possibly, when therapists link up. So I have a lot of ideas, stages that are starting to get solidified and dates. But yeah, you can just book a session individually, join the cohort for Divorce Not Destroyed, and be on the lookout because I'm coming.
Yes, man. And she's putting all those lessons she got David Shands because y'all don't know Stephanie's right there in the front.
Yeah.
She was
I was.
Oh,
I was
so
at
many
the
fun
summit.
facts. I didn't know you were there. Okay.
Yeah, I was at the summit. I had my curly fro at the time, and I had David cornered. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna show y'all that picture. I had him cornered. Like, look, this is what you need to do. Okay, we need to talk. What are you talking about, David? We're supposed to be talking. No, but he was so he was amazing, and you know it's funny. He said, you know, you keep going where you're going, and I'm going to see you on the way.
You're gonna see him.
And I
See him
said, see you soon.
again.
I said, see you soon. And I thought that was the best, most humbling, respectful.
Yeah, that's good.
Because it was like, you know what? Yeah, because I'm not looking for a leg up in anything.
Right.
And also, it gives a level of confidence and certainty. Like, as long as you keep doing what you're doing,
Yep.
you're on the
Inevitably,
way.
you will.
Inevitable.
Yeah.
Restoration is inevitable. Everything is inevitable
Yeah.
if you are staying true. And when he said that, it was like, oh wow. So when if I'm not getting closer to that table with him, then I'm probably not following the code. You know, I'm probably not following the code. So it was good. I'm grateful and I love it. I mean, I'm at this table. This is a big table for me too.
Come on,
okay,
now.
pull it on. Pull it around me. That's every time. Pull it around me. I'm so. I mean, because I respect and honor what y'all doing so much. This is a big deal. Like 3-digit level interviews is huge. I mean, it's 50-11 lights and cameras. 50-11.
Thanks, Steve.
Shout out to Sensei.
50-11 cameras and lights and
All
umbrellas.
aimed over it.
I'm sweating. I'm like, is this a set for real? We need a fan.
Such a.
No, but I'm grateful, you know, because I have followed y'all, been inspired, and you know, it's not easy. It's not easy to be consistent, and y'all have shown a level of consistency, and y'all ain't switched it up because I see the same faces.
Come on now, we gang around here.
You know, and that gives me confidence and hope that you find your tribe, you find your people, and when you're doing what you love, and you're consistent, it is going to blow up inevitably because you're helping people too.
No,
Steph got it.
No gas, just real. No gas, just real.
Yes, love it.
No,
So thank you.
No, we appreciate you, man. Like I said, we got to do part 2.
Yes.
And
Yes.
we've been talking about doing another panel. We'll talk afterwards, but just know
I'm excited about
Stephanie,
it.
we're gonna make Stephanie, what works for you?
Yeah.
Okay?
Right. We're going to make this
We're
work.
gonna make this work. Okay?
Humble forever.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
gonna- there's no weddings that are
Okay.
lined up right now. So
Yes, ma'am.
Cool. Gotcha.
So everyone know we have our 4 stable questions and like that. Everybody, because each one is unique, like a snowflake. And with you being born and raised, and you being in the sector of Cleveland, the mental health space, unfortunately, Cleveland has a stigma of not being clever, right? But you, once again, you have seen firsthand clever. You were collaborating right now, right?
I love this collaboration.
But with that being said, unfortunately, Cleveland has a stigma of not being collaborative.
Yeah.
How do you feel we can change the narrative going forward, in your opinion?
Be real and stay real.
Okay.
I think Cleveland we're very hungry. We're very, we're real, right? We're authentic. But once we get a little bit of that bag, we have a scarcity mindset. A scarcity mindset. So then things become gatekept, is what I've observed. People switch up, is what I've observed. So I think just be real and stay real, and know that the bag that you get is endless. There's no limitation. So release the scarcity mindset.
Come on.
You ain't hungry no more.
Right.
And I have something to add to that I learned about Cleveland. I think we have to get back to our history. So Cleveland in this area is considered the station of hope from the Underground Railroad. Did you know that? Why is that a secret, right? So think about that. Underground Railroad, this was the last stop for slaves escaping. And if they got to this area by Lake Erie, then they knew the chances of them getting to Canada was one boat ride away. So Cleveland in this area, you can find at Lakewood Park, there's a plaque on the ground on the handicap rail, which is sad. But it said, it's like, that's why y'all handicapped us with this information. It's called the Station of Hope. And I think if we just lean into our identity and culture as a city, that this is the station of hope from Underground Railroad, and we continue to help everyone get it through the Underground Railroad to the shore, and know that it's just sailing to freedom from there. And there's enough room for everybody. There's enough love for everybody. There's enough abundance for everybody. Then we will see collaboration as a tool and competition as like a cripple, a handicap rail.
Minister Stephanie just gave a whole sermon, y'all. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? That really is. 287 episodes, right?
And everything.
I love it though. I'm gonna steal it. I'm gonna let you know, Stephanie. I'm like, y'all heard, y'all know Cleveland.
He is gonna stay
You know, you should.
Like Stephanie stole this.
No. And you know, I like I said, I'll be telling everybody about art and science. Billy gave me that. And listen.
At least you give them their props for saying it.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, Stephanie told me this is City Hope. Now get it together.
Yeah.
All right, get it together.
That's right.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So minister in the future also. We'll talk about that.
Right.
But
Kyle, get them.
yeah, right.
Kyle
Hey, y'all might say
Kyle
it
like,
too.
I've been plotting.
Yeah, right.
We'll see what the Lord says.
Yes, ma'am. All right, with that being said, who would you like to, and who can we look forward to future collaborations with? You know, with the T organization. Yeah, you right.
To one person.
Yeah.
Come on, David.
Absolutely.
These your people. Honestly, you know, I've been thinking about this, especially with Divorce Not Destroyed. Tiana Taylor.
Come on, Tiana Taylor. I know you watch us.
Tiana Taylor. I know you got some things to say about this community, and I know who do your hair too.
We know her too. Shout out to her.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tiana Taylor, I feel like she has more to say. And I think that she's a real one who wants to say it to a real one. And I think I'm the real one. And a unique position, you know, that she's in, and her bandwidth and her influence. I would say TV One. You know, shout out to Unsung and all of those type of shows that really dig deep into our culture. And I believe that, you know, a conversation, a show, a something will be promising for our community. And, you know, Big O, the OWN network. Come on, bro. Like, Yolanda Van Sant, that's cool.
Yeah.
And it's cool. It's generation shift.
I know that's right.
Come on, Big O. So the OWN network, Oprah. I would love to work with Oprah. I would love to just, yeah.
I can see that too.
We definitely see what you see there. We can see the vision.
Oprah, I know you watch it. Stop playing.
Oh, let's go, O.
That's right.
So go on Cleveland.
Respectfully.
Go on Cleveland.
Respectfully.
Yeah. So I would say those, Dream, those are my top three.
And listen, I know God gonna make it happen.
Yes.
Because in fact, you like you're one what they call it 6 degrees separation. You 1 degree away from Tiana Taylor. You know what I'm
I
saying?
just discovered that at the Grammys. I was like, oh, because I get my hair done there too. And it's not done now, but y'all cool. But
shout out to Bangs, man.
Yes.
I'm just like, just give me a conversation. Just one conversation, because that would be, and of course Kanye. I mean, I love Kanye, but my dream role would be to be there with celebrities, consulting them, but being like non-biased lawyer. You can't tell me what to do. Publicist, you can't tell me what to do. Like, I am there helping them walk through this mentally, emotionally, socially, relationally, and spiritually, and giving them a safe space that is not going to lead to just medication and publicity and protection of the brand, but protection of the spirit. That would be ideal.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Awesome. Well, listen, ideally, we know that your legacy is going to be one for the ages, okay? So, listen, when we talk about legacy, two-part though, what would you like the legacy to be for you as individual, as just Stephanie Lewis? And what would you like the legacy to be for Divorce Not Destroyed and everything entrepreneur-wise?
Yeah. So, legacy manifested as what exactly? Like, in
just
any kind of
in its totality.
In its totality. Okay.
When they're speaking legacy about you.
When we saying Stephanie Lewis, we're gonna be like,
right. What should come to mind when they say Stephanie Lewis?
You know, that she always surrendered She always surrendered. That my legacy would be that I always surrendered no matter how hard it was, and that I didn't fake it till I made it. I crawled until I could walk.
Okay, all right. I like that.
Every time, and I look at him, I love it. And it's hype. No, thank you. No, honestly, because I think, it's the fake it to the make it culture. And I have been pushed to do that too in ways. And I want people to know I had to crawl. I had to crawl out of the marriage. I had to crawl out of grad school. I had to crawl towards this divorce not destroyed. I had to crawl as a mother. I had to crawl as a divorcee single, crawling in my womanhood, crawling as a child. But that I surrendered, and I crawled, and I laid. And then I laid face down for the Lord to pick me up, and he carried me, and then walked. And that is demonstrated in everything that I leave behind. Every episode, every mic I speak to, every stage, every client, every session, my son, the book, everything that you knew, I crawled, and sometimes just laid down, and then I was lifted.
I like that.
No fake it to you.
That's right.
It wasn't easy. It's not easy.
That's
It's
good.
not easy, and I don't always know. So yeah, for Divorce Not Destroyed, I hope that it is. I know that it will be a community that goes beyond me, that I may not even touch, where divorcees that are healing help other divorcees heal, that help other divorcees heal, that help other divorcees heal.
You better come on.
Come on now.
And that I'm just the vessel that gets the ball rolling, and that it snowballs into honesty and vulnerability and humility and trust and community and acceptance of this very complicated identity. That doesn't stop you from loving again, because once a wife, always a wife. Once a husband, always a husband.
Okay.
It's just who are you that to?
Short-lived.
That's good.
That was good.
That's so good.
I didn't always know that though. I was like, dang, I can't even be a wife, Lord. But
Lord.
always a wife, always a husband. You don't lose the identity. You get shifted to the partner that you are ordained to do that for and be that too, and your best version of that.
Somebody gonna watch the episode and get empowered and get encouraged.
Uplifted them.
Yeah.
So much. Yes.
I really do.
You gave them hope.
That's important to me.
Gave them
Hope.
Yeah.
That's really important to me, because people do not feel like they have hope after divorce, and that leads to a lot of maladaptive, toxic, chronic behaviors.
Steph, I'm busting my dictionary after the time. I'm gonna lie to you.
I'm gonna rewatch it just for that word. All right, and that's that M-A-L.
I'm gonna spell check that one time.
But just essentially, you would just, hopelessness can be messy and dangerous, and so the hope that you had for the marriage can still be restored as the hope you have for your life.
That's good.
And so I want people to feel hopeful and not think that this is some disgusting identity. Like it's not. It's actually pretty bold and brave, and it's beautiful, and it's freeing.
Yeah.
And restoration is inevitable.
It is.
All
right, it's safe to go ahead. Go ahead.
Amen.
Go ahead.
I love y'all. I can't believe we're the 3 divorcees. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Look how God worked it out.
You got it worked out. And you blessed this thing. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I like to believe I'm healed, but I like to know that, you know what I'm saying, there's still levels that I can still heal from.
Yes, always. As long as you're breathing, you're healing.
Yeah. That's
As long as you have breath, you have opportunity to heal.
As long as you're breathing, you're healing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Well, we have come down to the very
gonna
final
be a hard
question. This is what we call the challenge question.
Oh, Lord.
Because if you ain't thought about it this whole time, now it's time to think fast. So, for those that are watching, those that are listening, what are 3 takeaways someone should gather from tonight's episode?
You've been dropping them gems, Stephanie.
Okay.
Been hyping this hyping.
Okay. 3 takeaways. Okay. Trust God.
For sure. That deserves a hype himself.
Trust yourself. Trust yourself, and never give up. Never, ever give up. Community is out there. Resources are out there. Never give up. So trust God, trust yourself, and never give up.
Okay. There you go. That wasn't hard at all.
No, that was good. No.
I wanted it to be very simple. I'm like, well, how much time we got?
Right.
No, listen, you've been dropping them gems. I'm like, it's hard for me.
That was hard for me.
Yeah. I'm like, I got 8 of them right now. I'm like,
yeah. But it's some, I think those are the
sums
umbrella.
it up.
Yeah. And I would say with the trust yourself and number 2. So number 1, trust God, get to know him, trust him. Number 2, trust yourself. But get to know yourself. So the version of yourself that you're trusting is really who you are and not who you've been pretending to be. Don't trust that person. That person's a liar.
One more, Hunster. One more gem.
Right.
Because I want it, because I'm like, trust you. When I say yourself, I mean yourself. Like you got to know yourself to trust yourself. So maybe it should be discover yourself. Yeah. Trust God, discover yourself, trust yourself that you discovered, and keep hope alive. Like stay hopeful. Because we be lying to ourselves.
We do.
Yeah.
I've lied to myself.
We got that part too. We'll get that.
Lying to yourself.
Listen.
Use a lie.
And listen, like I said, and me and Ben, we here to support. Divorce Not Destroyed.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Always.
Appreciate that. I really do.
Yes.
Oh my God, this is good. I was so nervous, like, what I'm a.
No,
it's so
you
new.
did awesome.
It's so new.
It's just
Always.
Absolutely.
Always.
So the most important question of the whole episode: where can people learn more about you? Where can they learn about Divorce Not Destroyed? Where can I get in contact with you? All that good stuff.
Yeah. So at the Perspective Liaison on Instagram, at Divorce Not Destroyed on Instagram, Stephanie Lewis on Psychology Today, which is a platform where you can find therapists. You can reach me there for individual therapy, speaking engagements. It'll just have you send me an email, but it's confidential, so I prefer you go there. I think those are the main ones. Yeah, and email me. So all of my link tree, all of that is in the bio of both pages. So email me. So you can join Divorce Not Destroy or just have a session or public speaking, whatever you want.
Come on. And by the way, guys, while you're watching this, right in the show notes, boom, it's right there. So there's no reason why you are not in the session, being a part of the group, and just checking out more about Stephanie and booking her to be a guest speaker at your next event.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that.
Madam, we can't thank you enough.
Yes,
Thank you.
definitely.
I'm so grateful.
So you guys know we gotta pay some bills real quick, guys. Real quick. Steve, shout out to Sensei.
Yes.
You know what? We getting better. We getting better, y'all. Y'all know. Sensei's back there holding the sign.
So it's like a teleprompter.
Teleprompter,
All right,
yeah.
we got it.
But guys, shout out to Won't Quit Foundation and my man Tino. They're having June 21st and June 20th. They're having the Won't Quit Foundation kickball tournament and 303 basketball tournament. So please, guys, support and also donate to great cause because they are giving out school supplies. And just stuff needed for our local families who are without. So please donate, be a part, and do your part to support the community as a whole. Also, guys, June 22nd, Pink and Black Honors, guys. So we have a chance to be a big one?
I have not. I really need to go, but I know you. I know you, Anna.
No. So listen.
I am not. I need to go.
Listen. So you got.
I be in the house, y'all. I gotta be out here.
Listen. You got.
Okay, I'm
Sunday,
outside.
girl. At least that Sunday. Come on.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna come out. June 22nd.
June 22nd. Yes, ma'am. And it is like the Met Gala.
It is.
It is like the essence of. It's like Essence.
Soul Train.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I need a dress.
Yes. You want it because it's a black tie event.
Yes.
Right? And,
Okay.
And
I love a black tie.
Yes.
And it is an awesome event where Miss Tenora Edwards and her amazing Pink Party group has put together a way to honor entrepreneurs in the city.
Oh, beautiful.
Those who are doing many things in the community and be able to, one, honor them and support them also.
Okay.
So you want to be in the room. Get tickets now because tickets are going quick. This is the third year, so you guys know it's going to go bigger and better. And Sherry Shepherd is a guest host this year.
Wow.
It's going to be live.
It's going to be awesome.
I'm there.
And quite a few other folks that have not been mentioned, but there's some big names that's coming. Look, she don't shortchange. She bringing folks, so don't want to miss it.
Yes. We'll be there, and I will be presenting this year.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I found out. It's found out. Yeah.
Plot twist.
Yep,
Right.
yep. So I want to see you get guys there.
Congrats.
Yes. And I will be presenting Entrepreneur of the Year.
Yes, well, how befitting.
Yes.
For the
Wow.
2024 Entrepreneur of the Year.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
love
Yes.
that.
So I want to see you there, man. I want to see
I'm
you
in.
there, okay? So please
I'll be
get
there.
tickets.
Your tickets.
Mm-hmm. Also, August 2nd.
Come
on now.
Listen, we are in one of the best
Yes.
wineries ever. She had a grand opening last month, you guys. If you missed it, you missed a sweet deal.
Yes.
Miss Nakia Hudson presenting to you guys. This is like our third year too?
No, this is 6 years.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember I was late to the
There
thing.
you go.
So, I was late to the party. So listen, the wine and dine fest. Listen, August 2nd is going to be right in the summertime, so ain't no excuses.
Yeah.
We're going to be sipping good. We're going to have Miss Micah Dixon as the host, the hostess of the mostest. We got music, fun, game. You name it, it's there.
Absolutely.
So listen, do not be the only one that is not there.
Come on, guys.
So get your tickets today. Not even soon. Today.
Today.
All right. And make sure you guys tune into my
Come on.
podcast, Beauty Told. Listen, my relationship podcast that is giving you guys great topics that we are, me and my guests are taking. We're picking it apart. And the overall goal is that you guys will learn from our mistakes. So if we told the story right, then we know it was a story well told on Beauty Told, and I can't wait to see you guys there. Shout out to Bree with Overflow
Come
Studios,
on now.
who made my baby look brand new. Okay, so and thank you to my 1,000+ subscribers.
Come
and I'm
on,
just hoping
yeah.
that it's only up from here, y'all. So
Yeah.
thank y'all so much. I appreciate you. Yes, girl, I gotta have you on now.
Yes.
No plan. Yes, sir. That's
Okay.
right.
Come on
So
now.
this not be the last time you see her. All right, and then listen, I'm not the only podcast.
Come on now.
I'm not the
Come
only
on, say it.
podcaster. Sensei, Alien Eyes. Listen, that industry talks,
Come
y'all. What are you doing with your lives?
What are you doing?
If y'all are tapping into anything, y'all need to be tapping into that,
Come on
okay? So you leave the pool experience, you go tap in with my boy. Don't get too tired, tap in with mine, but we just let's keep it all going, okay? Full circle. You
They got time. They got time to listen.
Yeah.
Y'all got time. So make sure y'all tap in. Listen, he dropping those episodes.
Yes.
He's dropping straight game for y'all. So do not miss it. Listen, all platforms. So don't forget now. All right.
We'll do good, everybody? Yes.
Just amazing team.
Yeah, we're amazing team. Let's talk about Miss Michelle Louise. She gonna kick my butt.
She
We're
is.
saying
She
it.
gonna
But guys, and anyone knows about the pool experience, we will not be. We are more than just a podcast. We're also business, and the way we're a business because we have the amazing partnership with MJM of Virtual Services. She makes sure our guests come on time. She makes sure they know where to come. She knows how to follow up with them, and she knows how to make your business that much better and whatnot. So shout out to her, and if you got leader service, it will also be in the show notes. Shout out to Miss Sam Walks, number one hostess in the city or whatnot.
That's right.
If you have a event, you have if you need a host or just someone to help elevate your platform as a host, she's the person you want to book. Okay, number one host in the city.
That's right.
Also, a director of special events. She's our director of special events for a reason because she is just phenomenal at what she does. So book her today. And did we get everybody?
Nikki Hudson to you wines. I already shout out Bree with Overflow Studios, the real deal, Holyfield.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, that's old Brittany. You got old one time. Okay.
Well, I pulled some old stuff, but it's still present and relevant today. Okay, leave me alone.
Yes, ma'am.
I think that's everybody though.
Yes, ma'am. Oh no, we got to thank you, the person watching,
For
you
sure,
the person listening.
Thank you guys.
Absolutely, guys. We cannot thank you guys
Where
enough.
we at now?
20.8 thousand subscribers,
I thought
8.3 million views and counting. And it is it's none but God. And then we never gonna take credit for that because once again, guys, and like Sam said earlier, consistency is key, but it's you, the person watching, the person who shares the episodes, who let people know, hey, check out the podcast because we wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. So we can't thank you guys enough. So like I said, guys, this is episode 287. I don't know what I did my clapper somewhere around
Yeah,
here.
put it on the floor.
I did. Yeah, my bad. Yep, my bad. But yes, yeah, you're right. But yes, guys, 287. We will see you guys next week, all right, y'all? So check it out.